Hello, my loves. It's 8:18 as I start this reading. Welcome to another reading. I'm Mia, and if you haven't met me before, I'm a musician, actually. You can find my music page down below, but I also offer readings. So if you would like to book a reading with me, please go to my website. The link is below. I would absolutely love that. So I'm starting out here today with the Beltane deck from the Seasons of the Witch series. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, hello. Okay, so we got one on the floor, which is a very auspicious thing. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, hello, my loves. All right, so we are starting out with the first card of the Beltane deck, which is the Bee. And I am getting such a... I mean, it's so funny because, you know, my name here on, like, this tarot channel is called the Melissae, who are the bee priestesses who took Zeus and kept him in a little sling as a baby hung by a tree, so that his father, Kronos, couldn't find him and eat him like the rest of his brothers and sisters. So there's this liminality, and I'm seeing bumblebees just flying about and kind of like woo, 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 you know, just like the way that they move through the air is just such a delight to watch. They're so adorable. There is this liminality that is happening right now. I'm very much feeling, and I have seen other people, you know, talk about this as well. There is such a feeling of this month being a portal between your last life and this life. And I'm being called to, you know, the way that insects grow, and they have these different stages, and they are very distinct from one another. But before that final stage, there's such a huge transformation, right? And I'm also seeing butterflies right now going into that cocoon and becoming mush, okay? Before coming out and being glorious, being absolutely glorious, and such a beauty in this world. So we are in the portal, okay? Earth worship. The earth is in me, and I am of the earth. My last reading talked a lot about being embodied, understanding that your spirit is here to live an embodied life, because up in spirit, we don't experience the same limited sort of body existence, right? I'm just seeing, oh my goodness, and look, we have the bee, but we also have a butterfly here too, after I just talked about butterflies. There's this understanding that to worship the earth is to worship yourself. The earth is made of star stuff, and so are you. I'm hearing, you know, the trace minerals that could only have come here from asteroids from way out in space that hit this planet and became part of the earth. We are the earth and she is us, but she is also cosmic, as are we. And we must wear that crown. What a beautiful, beautiful message. If this is resonating with you, please come get a reading with me, because this energy is just so lovely. I'm going to get a Samhain card now. I like to get cards from both... oh my goodness. A bird just flew up. Hello, Grackle. Oh my goodness. So if you are unaware, grackles are blackbirds. They are in the Corvidae family. So they are related to crows and ravens. So I'm definitely hearing the Morrigan and Odin here. So if you work with those people, this is definitely for you. Or if you are being called to them, this is a message from them to you. Very fascinating. Okay, very, very fascinating. And I'm hearing with the Morrigan, oh, is about self-sovereignty, right? Of not only being queen of a land, even though she is, you know, queen of the earth, of where she was, where she is, where she lives still in the hearts of us. Oh my goodness, she is the queen of where those of us who follow her are as well, right? But that is the same for us in our spirits. It's like our spirit. Oh my goodness, our spirit is a deity as well. Where we are is where our spirits reign, our spirit's sovereignty is. And you have to be looking at yourself as a sovereign, holy deity that gets to live this human life. Way. Seeing, you know, looking at the crown again. What I was saying was, though, is that I like to read both the Beltane and the Samhain because Earth is not just in one season, right? It's not just in the Northern Hemisphere season. It's in both seasons. You know, so right now it is spring up here in the Northern Hemisphere, but in the summer, in the Southern Hemisphere, it is autumn. So I like to get the full spectrum of energy from in these readings. Elements, yes, beautiful. That is really also giving me, again, we are part of star stuff as well, right? All these elements, like scientific elements on an elemental table. It's so funny because I've been playing Subnautica, so I've been labeling our storage units with the scientific element, like just the abbreviation. I don't know why I'm saying that. Go play Subnautica. It's a good time. If you have thalassophobia like I do, it can be a little freaky, but it's still a good time. Okay. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of Mother. True harmony awaits you. Mother Earth, my love. You are a child of Mother Earth. You are a child of the stars. You are a child here to be embodied, very fully seated in your human body here on Earth. And that means I'm hearing, oh my goodness, Morgan, not taking bullshit when people tell you that you cannot live well. Oh, there's so much messaging around how we have to scramble and scrounge and constantly be trying to just survive, constantly feeling like we are on the brink of being shoved out of our sovereign territory, our house and home. That is not the way we need to be living here. And part of living in this particular time period is understanding our sovereignty, okay? Understanding that we, as just simply human beings, as simply these animals that live on this earth, sustaining ourselves on the elements of this earth while also being an element of this earth as well. We have come here at this time. The grackle is still out there. We have come here at this time to become a force together that creates Earth. Oh my goodness, wow. Okay, we are all these different sort of elements in the abilities that we have, in the vocation, the calling that we have come here to see through, okay, in this time. And all of us together become the ingredients of the baby, right? Of new baby Earth. Excuse me, confirmation burp. Us at this time are going to be gestating and birthing this baby together with Earth herself. And that requires all of us to be fully seated in our powers, fully seated on our thrones, fully sovereign within ourselves, our human bodies, as well as our abilities, our thoughts, and our ideas. And I'm hearing even our communities. They mustn't be so misled anymore. Our communities require everybody to lead in their time, not just one leader, but like a much more, what I'm seeing is like it's not a pyramid, okay? It is not one guy at the top who gets to stay there forever just for some unbeknownst reason, because he has a bunch of soldiers to like murder and hurt people if he doesn't get his way and stay at the top. No, we're here to be working together. Sometimes one of us will be the leader depending on what it is that we need at that certain time. But the next time, she might not have the specific skills that are for this specific situation. So somebody else takes up the mantle. But at the end of the day, every single one of us is incredibly sovereign in our own domains. I would like to get some Pro Tarot out here. Whew. Get some more of that Morgan energy, Othan energy, but there's definitely a sovereignty. Yeah, this is more a message from Morgan, and what I'm hearing she's telling me right now is that the masculine deities have been stepping back right now because things are out of balance and things need to come back into balance. Things can no longer be this pyramid of one guy at the top and everyone underneath, you know. Oh my God. Okay, we're going there. We're going there. Trickle economics doesn't fucking work, right? The one guy at the top getting all of that gold, that pile of gold from whatever freaking stupid conquest that they're doing, right? That he's doing. And oh, well, it'll help the people, it'll help bring glory and blah, blah, blah. Except that gold only stays up here, okay? Nobody else down here gets any of it, and we are forced to scrounge instead of being allowed, you know, again, because a lot of, you know, in real life, a lot of people who have been at the top have used force, have used violence, have used threats, have used just so many disgusting things to keep us all down. But we are all here to be sovereign queens, you know, monarchs in our own right, of ourselves, of our lives, our own individual lives. But as well as being able to, in our own domains, the skills that we have honed in this life, the talents, the callings that we have, to guide things as well. So we're hearing, yes, very much the masculine is stepping back because the violence needs to stop. You know, I'm hearing once more, Earth school is a difficult school to be in. It is a difficult place to be in here. It is difficult to sort of like get out of our monkey brains of wanting to go along to get along. Keeping our heads down, because if we don't, then we could cause trouble to us. However, if all of us come together and put all of our heads up and use all of our abilities in order to change the world, then the world will be changed. There might still be some violence that happens as the current world order fights to stay alive. But I'm telling you right now, what is happening right now is dying. The world as we know it right now, in the power structures that we have right now, is dying. That's dying. And what is being called upon by all of us is to come into community with each other. And you know, the bees here, bees are such a, especially honeybees, like they are such a 1444, as I said that. Bees work in community and they dance with each other, and they, have scents that they put out, and it is like such a beautiful communal thing that is all based on women leading, non icky masculine people, because not all masculine people are icky, of course, but like there's just a lot of toxic masculinity in this world that has got us where we are right now, and it's been around for far too long. Okay, we need to be in these communities together. We have the Fool here, the Empress, and the Six of Swords. You need to embark on the journey that is yours, if you haven't already begun, okay? If you haven't already understood that you are needed in your most sovereign, fully authentic, fully recognizing of your capabilities and your ability to make things beautiful in this world, okay? You are needed in that. So you need to, oh my goodness, the last reading, I would watch that as well, the Monday's reading. I talked about last week being such a purging for me of like old behaviors, old thought patterns, old reactionary behaviors as well, okay? Those are the things that are needed to let go. And this month of May, again, very much a portal of transformation here into your self-sovereign being, all right? That self-sovereign being is the Fool, but the Fool knows. What am I hearing? I believe the Fool was supposed to be at the end of the deck, or that was one of the options. So once you attain the world, you become the Fool again, right? I mean, it's kind of like reincarnation, but it's like the way that in these human lives, we are constantly reiterating, becoming somebody else, somebody more, somebody less of maybe what we have been previously, but more of who it is that we feel more aligned with right now. When we sit in our sovereignty, my love, okay? We are heart-centered. We are tapped into that most sacred, highest place, is to be very grounded. The heart is the center between the very root of our energy centers, the chakras, and then the crown. Obviously, there are more chakras, but it is the very center of us. And by getting rid of those things that won't serve us, becoming our full selves, we allow that energy to move so beautifully easy that we can make manifest whatever the hell we see fit to. We are like a magical queen in a fairy tale who is able to just command that something be done, and it's done. But this isn't just a queen, this is a queen of queens. 1818 as I say that. Your sovereignty is important here, my love. Your ability to be fully yourself, fully embodied in your human self, is so important right now. When we are fully seated within our power, within our who we came here to be in this life at this difficult time, and I mean, most times have been difficult, let's face it. But this is a particularly interesting, big, a difficult time just because of how global things are at this point, how the problems of one country, especially if it's a very powerful country, isn't the problems of just that country. It's the world's problem that they are a problem. Okay? But if we all fully embody ourselves, in our sovereignty, we can get each other to the other side, to calm waters, to a safe shore, to our new baby earth that we are here to birth together. The Empress is very fucking pregnant. with what it is that she wants to bring into this world. Okay? And you have to you have to birth your essence, your authenticity, your sovereignty, your beauty that you are bringing to this earth to help heal this earth and help it move in to self-sovereign era, a more feminine era. Okay, thank you so much, Morgan. If you really resonated with this reading and you would like some more in-depth guidance on it, I have readings open again on my website. Yeah. Let's do it, my loves. Let's freaking do it. Let's make this earth beautiful, okay? I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.